Meanwhile, the latest data on who's got how many electoral bonds are out, and it's a whopping more than 5,200 crores for the BJP over the last 4 years. The Congress, in comparison, only at just over 960 crores for the same period. My colleague Arvind Gunasekar now joins us with more on that. So, Arvind, we've seen actually over the years that the BJP often gets the chunk of electoral bonds, but this just shows you that it's quite consistently the case.
Yeah, Nidhi, we have accessed the audit reports of political parties that have been submitted before the Election Commission. We have accessed almost all the audit reports of all the national parties and also the state parties that have been submitted with the Election Commission. And the data reveals that almost 9,280 odd crore worth electoral bonds were sold between March 2018 to March 2022. Out of this 9,280 odd crores, BJP alone has managed to get somewhere around 5,270 odd crore. That's almost 57% of the entire electoral bonds that were sold between 2018 March to 2022 March. BJP alone has got almost 57% of this particular electoral bonds. Look at the Congress, the principal opposition party, is in the distant second position with just merely 964 crore. That adds only 10% of the entire electoral bonds that were sold during the same period. The third party is Trinamool Congress, which is again a national political party. The Trinamool Congress managed to get somewhere around 767 crore. That's merely 8%. And there are few other regional parties also, like DMK, like YSR Congress, like TRS, and also Aam Aadmi Party. All these parties have managed to get less than 5% of the entire electoral bonds that were sold between 2018 March to 2022 March. That clearly shows that the ruling party in centre, that the BJP has managed to get almost 57% of the entire electoral bonds. And this seems to be the ground that the petitioners have raised in the petition before the Supreme Court, wherein they have said that this particular scheme is opaque, it's not transparent, and it gives undue advantage to the ruling party in centre, and that's the main ground that the petitioners have added before the Supreme Court. And this particular data clearly buttress their argument that this particular scheme is an advantage of the party in ruling.
Right, Arvind, interesting data there. Thanks very much for joining us.